Our next guest rose to fame in 2008 at just 17 years old on American Idol. After struggling for years with his identity, he came out publicly and showed us it's all okay to be who you are. Please welcome David Archuleta. I'm so happy to see you.
Oh, thank you.
I feel like I watched you grow up.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah, because you was only like 16 or 17 on
Yeah.
American Idol, right?
Yeah, I was 16,
How old are you
17.
now?
I'm 31 now.
31.
Yeah.
He was such a baby. Okay, and recently you came out publicly. Like, how does that feel?
It's been a process because, you know, for a while, I grew up very religious, grew up Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, aka Mormons. And for them, everything is about marriage, about being able to marry someone and procreate, essentially, because then that's the closest you can become like God, creating life. And so I tried everything I could. I almost got married several times, and yeah. And they would always say, like, why are you so cold? Like, did I do something wrong? And I just, no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't desire them the way that they wanted to, the way they deserved, really. And so I was wondering, did I do something wrong? And so it's been very interesting learning how to separate yourself from, like, this is what I was taught. This is the most important thing you do. This is all that matters, and not be able to fit that mold. But I have been learning how to love myself, and it's been...
That's the important thing. Yeah. Stepping away from the Mormon church, that was a hard decision you made.
Yeah, I did have to take a step away because, you know, after trying to talk to some of the church leaders and explain to them my situation, I realized there's a lot of lack of understanding with LGBT people, because when I talked to them, you know, it seemed like the assumptions were that LGBT people, all that they think about is sex. And it's all about sex, and so people think it's an evil thing. And so you think there must be something evil about me, and I need to change this about me. And no matter how hard you try, you can't. You know, that's why I was engaged. I got engaged 3 times, and you know, they were all wonderful girls, but you just think, I'm a failure. This evil is going to consume me. And so what should I do? I don't want to be evil in God's sight. I don't want to betray him. So you start thinking, no matter how hard, no matter how much you pray, how much you fast, you start thinking, well, is it better if I I'm not here anymore? You know, you just consider, because if I'm here, this is eventually going to explode out of me and I'm going to become evil. And you don't want that to happen. You want to be good with God. And so I was praying and praying, and one day I was just praying and got on my knees, and I said, God, if you're really there, and if you really have a purpose for me, just please take this from me. Please change me, because I don't want to be a way I shouldn't. I don't want to be like this, and I don't know why I am. And I just basically heard what I understood as what was always God told me, David, you need to stop asking me this. You're asking me the wrong thing. Because I don't intend to change you. You've been spending over half of your life now praying about this, asking me to change something that I don't intend to change, because I created you like this. Yeah, and I just said, but I don't want to mess up. And he said, well, perhaps you need to do what you think are mistakes, and you're going to realize that they weren't mistakes and to begin with.
Right.
So.
Well, that took you to be, you know, brave to be this honest. What about it made you want to share it, and what did you want to share?
Well, I realized when I was going through it, and when I came out publicly, I received thousands and thousands of messages of people going through the same thing, saying, I'm the same way, and I've tried so hard to fit in, and I just don't feel like there's any way for me to belong, no matter how hard I try. And so I realized there's so many people secretly scared of who they are, and they're not bad people at all. Because when I met with the church leaders, and they're like, well, don't get married. You can get to know guys, but don't get married, because then you're just having unnatural sex. And I was just like, it's so interesting that you talk about marriage as if it's only about sex, because the way you've raised me to believe marriage is it's a beautiful partnership where you want to share your life with them, help someone progress, and help them reach their goals, create goals together, create a family, even if it's not the way that I was taught that it needed to look. You can still have a family being part of the LGBT community.
Faith in Me, tell me what that's about.
Faith in Me, it was basically, well, I had actually written it like a year and a half ago, and it was just to be fun. It was like a fun up-tempo song about relationship. But now that I came out, I changed the verse, changed the pre-chorus to fit more where I am at in life now, changed the production, just to kind of explain the feeling of what it's like to allow yourself to love who you naturally are attracted to. And the excitement you can feel. I was like, my first song everyone knows me from is Crush, and I was like, I couldn't ever really relate to.
Right. You want something you can relate to.
Oh, y'all know this song, Fun. I wanted to capture the feeling of like when you're dancing in your bedroom like no one's watching.
Yeah.
So I wanted that song to kind of.
Look at that.
Yeah.
It translates, it reads.
Oh, thank you.
This is another fun part.
Yeah, that's a bedroom scene. I like
That's-
just dancing.
Getting your best life, yes,
Yeah,
sir.
living my life. Oops.
David want to sing, look.
do.
Okay, so you're kicking off your Christmas tour. Tell us about that.
Yeah,
That's
Christmas.
exciting.
Yeah, I do Christmas shows like every year.
Mm-hmm.
They've always been my favorite ones to do. I have 2 Christmas albums, so I'll be going to out west, mostly Utah, Nevada, Arizona, Texas. So.
It sounds like fun. I'm gonna make sure I get to that. It's gonna be awesome.
Thank you.
Now, like I said, I remember you were like 16 when you started your season Idol. I was on season 3, and you used to watch me. So how were you, 12?
I used to. Somewhere around there, yeah. But I was, y'all, I'm gonna sound weird now.
Baby.
But when I was watching you, I don't know if any of y'all experienced this when Jennifer was on, but I was so invested when you were singing. And a lot of people when I watched,
I didn't know that was coming
oh
up.
my gosh. But people knew me for Imagine, and the time I first started singing that song was when I watched you perform Imagine during the semifinals of your season.
Yeah.
And I TiVoed every single performance of hers, and
You
now I'm
remember
gonna
far
sound
more
really
than I do,
weird.
because I'm like, I did?
You sang
Yeah,
Imagine, and you sang I Believe in You and Me, and you sang Baby I Love You, and you sang
You better know.
you know, Circle of Life, and you sang No One Else on Earth. You sang, and then of course, you know, Weekend in New England.
Oh, you
And
know
I watched
that.
all of them.
Thank
and I was
you.
a bad kid because I downloaded them on LimeWire when you're not supposed to. That was bad, but I didn't know any better. But I was like, I need to listen to these when I'm rollerblading in my neighborhood.
Oh,
This was like my master class, y'all. This was
Thank
my
you.
prep.
you're so sweet. Don't forget to subscribe to the Jennifer Hudson Show YouTube channel and turn on that notification bell so you're the first to see our latest videos.